Good morning, Tammy. So what we want to do this week is what we've done in the past is a recap of the daily videos. So guys, if you can see me, if the audio is good, just tell me in the comments because I can't see the video. So good morning, Tammy. Please let me know if you can hear me and how the audio and video is. All right, so we'll wait a second. Benjamin says hi, says he's very excited as well. And then we'll get started. So let's refresh that. Let's see. Right there. There we go. All right. So our Sunday recap, for those of you watching, what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks has been sending out a daily video to all of our members that are going through a 6-week nutrition challenge. Hi Benjamin, how are you? And then on Sundays, I go through and I recap what each one was, right? All right, so Monday, the name of the video was You're In For A Treat. And what we discussed was the impact of hydration or dehydration on your ability to train, on your ability to recover, on a lot of different things, joint stiffness, all these different things. So Monday, we talked about hydration, we talked about making sure that we stay hydrated, and some easy ways to do that. The action item for that day was to simply get out there and to try to drink some more water than you did the day prior. So with every video, we leave off with an action item, because what good is it to sit here and just ramble on and on and on, but then no action is taken? That doesn't really do anybody any good, right? So again, if you guys have questions, please ask. Good morning, Tammy. Thank you for letting me know the audio was good. So on Tuesday, we talked about how to predict the future, right? So if we do an honest evaluation of our habits, both our good habits and our bad habits, we can start to predict what the future will look like, right? Our habits over enough time start to define our life, whether they're good habits or bad habits. So the action item for that day was to sit back and just start looking at some of the things that we do without even thinking about it, right? Brushing your teeth, that's a good habit. If you brush your teeth for the foreseeable next 20, 30, 40, 50 years, you'll probably still have teeth in your mouth, right? Benjamin, no teeth yet. So look at your habits, dissect them, both your good and bad habits. Then we went to Wednesday and we started talking about time to get some sleep, right? The old saying is sleep like a baby. So we talked about dropping temperature, we talked about dropping light, we talked about starting to actually go as far as journaling and writing down the quality and the quantity of your sleep, because a lot of men and women don't understand the impact that sleep will have on your ability to reduce body fat. Not only will sleep have the impact on that, but it also have an impact on your mood. It'll have an impact on how you treat other people, have an impact on the food choices that you can make. So we really dove deep into why it is important to get a good night's sleep. The action item for that was paying attention to what time you're going to bed, giving yourself a no later than bedtime. Bringing us to Thursday, another one of my favorite things to talk about. We did the math and said if you're in the car for 10 minutes on the way to work and 10 minutes on the way back, the massive amount of time that you'll be spending inside the car where you can learn a second language. You could learn all about nutrition. You could learn about babies. You could learn about whatever you want. So by spending time, those 10 minutes each way over the course of a month, over the course of a year, how much time that was that you can use to educate yourself on anything you want, how to start a business, how to do all these different things if you use that time wisely. So my goal for everybody that day, the action item that day, was to start to look and see how much time you're spending inside of that car and maybe find something that you want to listen to or become educated on. That took us to Friday, where we discussed the idea of becoming a black belt in health, nutrition, and wellness. So we discussed in brief that Thursday night I was able to go and watch some men and women get a black belt over at Dojo 1, right? Watching these men and women that have been doing jiu-jitsu for 10 plus years. They were consistent. They showed up. They put in the work. It wasn't perfect. There were some men and women that had some breaks in there. There were some men and women that maybe trained a little bit more sometimes, a little bit less other times, but they were consistent and they were rewarded for their long-term commitment with a black belt. So the idea behind Friday was, what better thing to invest time and energy into than your own health, right? Your own wellness, your sleep, your nutrition, your exercise. Great thing to put at the forefront. And then Saturday, yesterday, who is watching you? Very fitting that I have this handsome young man in my arms, right? Who is watching you that is going to pick up your good habits or your bad habits? Who are you maybe inspiring that you don't even know? Who is watching you from afar and seeing the things that you're doing, and maybe without even telling you, they're starting to improve their nutrition. They're starting to improve their sleep, all right? Who can you help? Maybe you're directly helping somebody, relative, sister, son, mother, father, whoever, neighbor, coworker. Who can you help? Who can you inspire? Who is out there watching you? So that is a recap for the week. And today's action items being Sunday, go back, look at your week. Where did you excel? Where did you not excel? And then wherever you fell a little bit short, which is okay, we all do, I'm going to be doing this today, make a written plan on how you're going to improve that. If you don't look back at the week and say, okay, you know what? My nutrition was off, and you don't make a written plan to make the nutrition any better, I can almost guarantee you that your nutrition will still be poor this week. If you do your review and you say, okay, I ate really well, my nutrition was great, but I didn't get to the gym, and you don't make a written plan of how you're going to get to the gym and get your exercise in, I can almost guarantee you that it won't be any better this week. So again, your action item for Sunday, review your week, right? How did it go? What areas did you do really well? What areas did you not? That's okay, that makes you human. But if we want to make progress, we need to sit there and say, okay, how do I make these areas that are not that great a little bit better? And write it out and then stick to it. Guys, have an amazing Sunday. Have an amazing week coming up. Do great things. We'll catch you later.